Hey everyone, good morning. This is Becky Bertuzzi. I am a DOYO Live daily contributor. A little bit about me. I am a graduate of Youngstown State University in advertising and public relations. I am currently the marketing manager at VEC Inc. in Girard, and I own a freelance graphic design business called BSquared Graphics. I'll let you guys figure out how I came up with that name. But anyway, today I'm here to talk about design programs. I know for marketers it can be a little difficult if you don't know the design programs. That was really one of the things I learned pretty quickly, that it was going to be important to know the design programs. And when I say that, I'm talking about the Adobe Creative Suite, so Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign. You can go as far as Premiere Pro, After Effects. What I was learning is a lot of my marketing professionals didn't really have those skills to go into the design programs and be able to use them. Not necessarily create something. If you're lucky enough and you have a designer on your team, that's fantastic. But for me, my very first job, I was in the marketing department and I had to learn how to use those programs. And I know if you've ever opened up one of those programs, it can be a little daunting. So some quick tips and tricks. YouTube is your best friend. I have learned so much just by YouTubing. Hey, how do I do this in Illustrator, or how do I do this in InDesign? So utilize YouTube. Adobe itself has awesome tutorials, step by step on how to do something or create something. Again, if there's something that I don't know how to do, I'll utilize the internet to try and learn how to do it. Plus, when you're done, you've kind of taught yourself a new skill, and to me, that's really empowering, and I feel really good when I've learned how to do something new. So those are two really good tips to use when you're kind of learning those programs. Another thing I wanted to talk about is what program should you use for what you're doing. Photoshop's great, but Photoshop is a photo editing software. Illustrator is really good for large posters, flyers. I usually use Illustrator for one-page documents, maybe two-page documents if it's a business card that might be front to back. And I'll use InDesign for multi-page documents. You can kind of switch InDesign and Illustrator in and out. They do have the capabilities to do that, and it really is personal preference and what you're comfortable with. I learned most of Adobe in Illustrator, so that's my go-to program is Illustrator. My creative director at my old job, he was taught on InDesign, so he would do a lot of his stuff on InDesign. There's really no right way. If you're in there and you're designing and you're learning, there's really nothing wrong with that when you're learning a new skill and how to do it. If you also know a designer, pick their brain. Ask them how they do something. My roommate from college, hi Kim, she's a marketing director in Texas, and she'll call me quite a bit to ask me how to do things. And I think sharing that knowledge is great. So if you know some designers and you have access to those programs and you're not really sure how to do something, and maybe YouTube or Google hasn't helped you find out what you need, just give them a call. I mean, I don't know a person that's not willing to teach someone else how to do something. So those are my tips. I did tell you guys I would be talking about where I'm going on vacation. I'm actually up in Cleveland right now, and I will be leaving for France for a week, and I'm also going to Barcelona, Spain. So if anybody's been to Barcelona, Spain, and you want to tell me some cool bars to go to or cool places to see, comment on this video and let me know. So next Friday, I won't be on DOYO Daily Live because I'll be in France and I'll be 6 hours ahead of you guys. So catch me in 2 weeks. And I hope everybody has a great Friday. Talk to you later.